Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Stedman. In this video I want to teach you how to knit this beautiful cable hat. It's more like a slouchy. It's very easy to do and hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're gonna need to make it. To make this hat, I'm gonna use Lion Brand yarn, Wool Easy Tonal. It have 113 grams, it's bulky 5, and it's 80% acrylic and 20% wool, and the color is aqua. The netting needle are the circular needle, and they are 8 millimeters, and the measurement of the cable is 22 centimeters. I'm gonna use a pom-pom that I bought at Michael's, and I found these ones too at the dollar store for $1.25. They are the Lion Brand yarn as well, but they are different color. I have this one in blue, I have hot pink and purple, but the whites I bought at Michael, and they are $4.99. So you're gonna need a marker, tapestry needle and scissor, a cable needle, and a piece of paper and pen to keep track of your rows. To start, we have to leave a tail long enough for casting on our stitches, and we're gonna cast on 60 stitches. So you're gonna wrap your yarn on your needle 30 times, and once you have the 30 times, you'll pull the yarn from the needle, fold it in half, and leave a little extra tail for casting on the 60 stitches. Here I have a tail long enough for casting on, so I'm gonna do a slip knot and pass through my needle. This is an adult size hat. If you want a little bit smaller, I recommend a size 7 netting needle or a size 6, 6.5, but smaller. So you're gonna cast on your 60 stitches nice and loose. Like so. Here I have my 60 stitches, and I'm gonna do a knot here. So we are ready to make our hat. And you have to make sure that this border is in the center like this, and it's not twisted. Because if it's twisted like this, and you start working, it will be twisted at the end. So you have to make sure that it's in the inside. Like so. We're going to start with the border of the hat, and we're going to start in the first stitch with the net, and we're going to grab the 2 strands of yarn, and we're going to knit the first one. Now you let go to the tail and grab the strand of yarn, and you knit the second one. Then you purl the next 2. And then you knit 2. And this is the repetition that we're going to do for the border. 2 net and 2 purl. So we'll finish here when you do the 2 purl here, and the next one will be this 2 strands of yarn where the tail is, and then we'll place the marker because that's the end of each row. So you're going to continue with 2 net, 2 purl. I finished my first row, and I'm going to place the marker, and I'm going to mark that I did my first row. So now I have these 2 strands of yarn, and you're going to do 1 net in that one, and then a net in the next one. So you're going to do the same repetition. 2 net and 2 purl. And you're going to do this for 7 rows. Here my yarn is open. There we go. For 7 rows. Or you can do 6, it's up to you. I finished with my 7 rows, and it looks small, but this is stretched a lot. So now we're going to start with row number 1 of the design, and the good thing about working with circular needle is the same repetition. You don't change the repetition. So the only thing that changes is when you do the cable. Everything else stays the same. So we're going to start with 2 pearls, and this is row number 1 of the design. Now we're going to do 8 nets, and that's for the cable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to do 4 pearls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to do 8 nets, and that's the repetition: 4 pearls and 8 nets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to do again 4 pearls. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now again 8 nets. So you're going to continue doing this 4 pearls and 8 nets all the way around, and you're going to finish here with 2 pearls. You start with 2 and you finish with 2, and those are the 4 that you need for the space in between each cable. I'm going to finish row number 1 with 2 pearls. You see, I start with 2 pearls and finish with 2 pearls. Now you pass your marker to the other side, mark that you did row number 1, and you're going to do exactly the same repetition. 2 pearls and 2 and 8 nets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to do 4 pearls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now 8 nets. You're going to continue doing this repetition exactly like the first row. All the way around, you're going to finish with 2 pearls, and you're going to repeat this twice more for a total of 4 rows. And in row number 5, we're going to do our first row of cable. I finished row number 4. Now for row number 5, we're going to do 2 pearls. And now we're going to do our first cable. So this is 8 stitches cable. So you have to divide it in 4. You're going to grab your first 4 stitches, pass it to the back, and then net the other 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I'm gonna net these 4. It don't matter that this is a small cable needle. You are not, because these are loose in here, you are not making this smaller or anything. They stay the same size. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you do the first cable. Now you're gonna bring your yarn to the front and do your 4 pearls. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn to the back, grab your cable needle and separate your 4 stitches. And if you start doing the cable to the back, you only have to bring them to the back. So you're gonna knit the other 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then knit the other 4 and here in the back. One, 2, 3, and 4. This is the repetition that you're gonna do. Don't seem like much right now, but once you start working, you will see the beautiful cable. And you're gonna continue with your 4 purl and then doing the cable all the way around. So I finished row number 5. Now for row number 6 is exactly the same repetition for every single row. 2 purl and 8 net. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 4 purl. So you're going to continue doing this repetition until row 14. In row 15 we're going to do the cable again. I'm working on row number 9, and you can see the cables now, the crossing of the cable here. So like you see, it's very easy. So a lot of people get intimidated by cable netting. I was, when I don't knew how to, and I gave it a try, and I was fine. And I really enjoyed it. And tried once and never forgot. It's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn, it's always there. I finished row 14, and it look like this. Now in row 15 we're gonna do the cable again. Now in row 15 we're gonna do exactly the same. We're gonna do 2 purl, and now with the cable needle we're gonna do the first cable. We're gonna grab our first 4 stitches, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna pass them to the back, and we're gonna knit the other 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're gonna do the other 4 on the cable needle. After that you will do your 4 purls and then another cable, and so on until you finish this row. But you see, this is a very easy work to do. You're going to continue with this repetition all the way around to the end of this row. Here I finished row 15. So I'm going to continue with the same repetition, and I'm going to do the cable in row 25 and 35 for this one, because my older daughter wanted more like a slouchy. This one that I made here is exactly the same, just different color, but I did one last crossing of the cable here. This one was in row 5, 15 and 25. For this one will be 35, a little bit longer. So for this one I did the cable, and then I worked into row 28, and then 29 and 30 was the decrease, and then I just closed it up. But the cable look amazing. And and then for this one will be like 7-8 row. Here I have my 37 row. Now we're gonna decrease as we see the stitch. So these two are purl, so you're gonna do 2 purl together, and these one are net. You're gonna do 2 net together, 2 net together, and you're gonna continue doing this in every single stitch, 2 together, 2 together, as you see them. And in the next row you're gonna do another decrease. So when you finish in this one you will have 30, and in the next one you will have 15, and then we just have to cast off with our needle, pass it through all, and close. I did my first row of decrease. So in this one, these two are the ones that are supposed to go together, but they're in opposites end of the needle. So what I'm gonna do this one, just 1 purl, and then I'm gonna decrease these as you see them, 2 net together, and 2 net together, and then 2 purls together, and you're gonna continue all the way around, and I'll meet you here to show you how we're gonna decrease in those 2 at the end. Now I got to the end. I have this one here and the marker. What I'm gonna do is pass this one here, remove the marker, put them back, and do these 2 and a purl stitch, and you decrease last 2. Now you're gonna cut the strand of yarn long enough to pass it through here twice, and to tighten in the inside and loose that tail, and then do the same with this one here, and then just to put the pom-pom. Now with the tapestry needle you're gonna pass them through those 15 stitches twice. I always like to pass it twice because I like this part to be nice and secure. And then after that you will pass your needle to the inside, secure your tail, and then lose whatever you have left, and do the same at the end. Here at the beginning you always get these uneven, so with that tail you even it up until it's nice and straight, and then you lose the tail in the inside. This is what I have left from the 113 grams, so I use a little less than 100 grams for our hat. Now I'm gonna grab my pom-pom, I'm gonna remove from here and pass it through here through the top and secure it here, and I will show you the end result. Well, this is the end result, and I love how this slouchy cable hat look. And I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this piece and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman, or you can find me in my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. Please share my videos with friends and family, that way you help me grow here in YouTube. And don't forget to check my other videos. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.